Picture this. You unlock your phone in the morning and 3 headlines hit you back to back. AI could replace hundreds of millions of jobs. Companies quietly cutting staff after rolling out AI tools. Your job description, rewritten by a machine. If you're mid-career, that doesn't feel like sci-fi. It feels uncomfortably close. You've spent years getting good at something specific. You know the tools, the language, the unspoken rules. You've built a reputation on, give it to me, I'll handle it. And now, you watch software write code, draft legal memos, design slides, answer support tickets, summarize meetings in seconds. It's no longer just truck drivers and factory workers in the story. It's analysts, marketers, accountants, designers, even engineers. Surveys keep showing the same split. People are curious about AI, and at the same time, a big chunk are quietly worried it could hit their job or their income. Some companies even say it out loud. We can hire fewer people because of AI. Others don't say it, but you see the signs. Hiring freezes, efficiency projects, endless automation decks. Underneath all of this is a simple question. What if I'm next? And what if the thing I'm best at is exactly what this technology eats first? In this video, I'm not going to say, relax, nothing will change. I'm also not going to say, AI will take every job, it's over. Instead, we're going to slow it down. We'll treat work like a system, not a headline. We'll look at how past waves of automation actually played out, what today's AI is genuinely good at, how it touches different parts of a job, and a simple way to audit your own work. The goal isn't to comfort you or scare you. The goal is to give you a clear mental model. AI feels new. Automation doesn't. In the 1800s, textile machines could spin and weave far faster than skilled artisans. Workers smashed machines in protest, and in the short term, a lot of them really did lose their jobs. But if you zoom out, something odd happens. The total number of textile workers goes up over the next century. Why? Machines made fabric cheaper. Cheaper fabric meant more demand. More demand meant more factories, more shipping, more management, and whole categories of work that didn't exist before. In the 1900s, electricity and assembly lines did something similar. Work that used to be one person crafting an entire product got broken into smaller, repeatable steps. Some jobs disappeared. Many new ones appeared around them. Late 1900s, computers and industrial robots. Clerical work moved into spreadsheets. Robots took over repetitive motions on factory floors. Some regions got hit hard, but we also got software development, IT support, digital marketing, data analysis, entire industries. Every wave followed the same pattern. 1. It attacked tasks first, not entire human lives. 2. It changed what kinds of jobs existed more than the total amount of work. 3. It moved slower than headlines, but fast enough to feel brutal if you were in the middle of it. AI is the next wave. The pattern is the same. Start with repetitive, predictable tasks, then expand. What's different this time is which tasks are on the menu. To understand what's at risk, you need a clear sense of what this technology really does. Under all the branding, today's powerful AI systems are pattern spotters and prediction engines. They're trained on huge piles of data, text, images, code, audio, video. They learn patterns in that data. Then, when you give them something new, they predict what comes next in a way that feels a lot like reasoning. That makes them very good at language work, writing and rewriting emails, reports, marketing copy, first drafts of code, FAQs, summaries. Pattern-heavy analysis, flagging anomalies, sorting documents, tagging content, suggesting next steps. Repetitive knowledge tasks, filling forms, pulling info from systems, standardizing formats, creating version 1 of a lot of knowledge artifacts. But there are real limits. They don't actually understand context, office politics, or consequences the way humans do. They make confident mistakes that can be subtle and expensive. They struggle in messy, changing environments with unclear goals. They don't care if an idea works in the real world. There's no skin in the game. So AI is strong at narrow tasks that look like, given this input, produce a good enough output in this format. That's the key to how it touches your job. Most of us think in titles. I'm a project manager. I'm a financial analyst. I'm an engineer. But from a systems view, your job is just a bundle of tasks. If you broke down a normal week, you might see answering routine questions, updating trackers, docs, or databases, making slides and reports, sitting in meetings, negotiating priorities, calming frustrated people, making judgment calls with incomplete information, navigating politics and personalities. Some of those tasks are structured and repeatable. Others are fuzzy, social, and context-heavy. AI goes after the structured ones first. Take a customer support rep. 60% answering common, predictable questions. 20% weird edge cases. 20% dealing with angry customers. AI can bite into a huge chunk of that first 60%. Or a junior analyst. 50% cleaning data and building basic models. 30% making charts and decks. 20% talking through implications with stakeholders. AI can help with most of that first 80%. That doesn't automatically erase the whole job. It changes the task mix. So the deeper question isn't, is my job title on a list? It's, if software can do 60–80% of what I do, what will my employer do with that? To think about that, it helps to use a simple framework. You can sort AI's impact on jobs into 3 buckets. 1. Replace, reshape, and reinforce. Now let's talk about first bucket, replace. These are roles where most tasks are digital, rules-based, repetitive, and light on human relationships or judgment. Examples are simple data entry, routine transcription, basic scripted support, and formatting documents. Here, companies might genuinely remove roles or at least hire far fewer people into them. The second bucket is reshape. Here, AI takes over parts of the work, but a human is still central. For example, a marketer uses AI to draft copy but still decides what's on message and what ships. A lawyer uses AI to scan and summarize cases but still builds the argument. An engineer uses AI to generate boilerplate code but still designs the system and fixes the weird bugs. The job survives, but the definition of good at this job shifts. Less time on grunt work, more time on judgment, coordination, and communication. And the last and third bucket is reinforce. In some areas, AI actually makes certain human skills more valuable. Leaders who can set clear goals and constraints for AI-augmented teams. Communicators who turn complexity into simple decisions. Relationship-heavy roles where trust and in-person presence matter more as the technical layer gets automated. Here, AI raises the ceiling. A smaller number of effective people using strong tools can create far more value. So for any job, the better question is, how much of this is likely to be replaced, how much reshaped, and how much reinforced? You won't get a perfect answer, but you can get a useful map. Let's make this practical. Think about a typical week and list 10–15 things you actually do. For each task, ask yourself, 1. Is this mostly digital and rules-driven or messy and human? 2. Could an AI system with the right data do this at maybe 80% of my quality? 3. Does this rely heavily on trust, context, or politics? Things that live in relationships, not in a database? Then tag each task as replace. AI could probably do most of this. Reshape. AI could help, but a human still has to own it. Reinforce. AI might make this kind of human work more valuable. Most people notice 3 things. No. 1. A surprising amount of time goes to replace type tasks. No. 2. Their real value sits in reshape and reinforce tasks. No. 3. The biggest risk isn't no jobs at all. It's staying stuck doing only the parts that are easiest to automate. What do you do with that? You don't have to become an AI guru, but you probably do need to. Stop pretending these tools don't matter. Learn enough to offload obvious, repetitive tasks. lean deliberately into work that's about judgment, coordination, storytelling, and trust. From the system's point of view, the future of work is not humans versus AI. It's humans plus AI, inside organizations that still run on incentives, constraints, and politics. Yes, some roles will shrink or go away. The comfortable middle of many careers will feel tighter. But there is still a lot of work to be done in the world. The real question is, which humans, doing which kinds of tasks, with which tools, capture the value? If you can see that system clearly, you're not just sitting under the headlines anymore. You're in a much better position to decide what to do next.